I broke more than 10 monitors to make this video just so that my cabinet looks like this. So in this video, I'm going to show you not only how to do this to your cabinet, but all the secrets I learned by breaking so many monitors so that it is perfectly transparent with good sharpness and with the best possible result. This is something I had already seen a couple of times. In fact, Nation Till did it in one of his videos. But in my opinion, it didn't turn out so well since we can see that the interior of the cabinet looks somewhat blurred, but we will talk about this later, that we need to do it firstly a cabinet that has some acrylic or transparent side. Well, obviously, because if not, it wouldn't make sense. I have a Chinese cabinet with 2 glass sides that I'm using in an amazing way, even though I'm unsure of its original purpose. Depending on the measurements of the cabinet window, we are going to choose the monitors in the description. I am going to leave a huge list of monitors with their respective measurements so that you choose well. In my case, for the side, I chose to use a 20-inch aspect ratio monitor. 5.4, and it is an almost square monitor. 40 by 32 centimeters, just the size I needed. And in front, I chose to use one of 18.5 inches, but the normal ones as it fit just right. Actually, any monitor will work, but try to get the oldest ones possible since they are obviously going to be the cheapest. Obviously, they have to be flat screen monitors like liquid crystal display, LED, etc. We must completely disassemble the monitors, remove all plastics, and disassemble the screen itself. The process varies for each monitor, but screens are usually enclosed in metal plates with screws or latches. Once unlocked, the internal layers can be accessed. Carefully remove only the black screen, as the connected cables or flexes can be fragile. This is the screen, but it's far from being transparent. For that, we have to modify it a little bit. The screen has certain layers that perform different functions. More specifically, there is one that is the anti-glare layer. If we leave this plate, everything will appear blurry. This was exactly what was happening in this video by Nation Till. To remove it, there are 2 options. The first is by applying heat and peeling it off slowly, but I don't recommend it at all. The second is much easier. We simply cover the screen with napkins and then wet them. Don't be afraid and wet them well. We have to leave it like this, wet, for at least 8 hours. What happens is that this film, being porous, will let the moisture pass through, and then you can simply peel it off, as if it wasn't even stuck on. Don't worry, water doesn't damage the monitor itself, but avoid wetting the flexes. We can now appreciate some transparency, but here's a secret I learned while breaking several monitors to make it even better. The screen has another film on the back, possibly another anti-glare film. It's removed like the previous one by wetting it with napkins, but be very careful. Underneath this film is the monitor's polarized layer, a dark and thin film. If you remove it, the monitor won't work and you won't see anything. Be cautious when removing the top film and avoid peeling off the polarized layer. I accidentally broke it in a corner once. The corner came off, but I peeled it off from the other side, saved it, and stuck it back on after the corner. The hardest part is done, but something important is still missing: powering them. These monitors come with 2 boards, a small image board and a large power board. We could leave both boards and plug them in, but everything must be concealed inside the cabinet, which will look terrible and be very complicated for us. The best thing is to eliminate the power board. The cables connecting the boards are labeled, identifying each one's purpose. We just need to identify which ones are the ground, marked with G or ground, and the 5 volts. Then we cut and join them together, the ground wires with each other and the 5-volt wires with each other. And now it's as simple as connecting these wires to the power supply of our PC using one of the Molex connectors that have a 12 and 5.5 output. Also, some monitors like mine also needed a 3.35 cable. What I did was put a small voltage regulator and thus converted those 5 volts into 3.3 volts. But something easier is simply to connect it to any serial advanced technology attachment port of your PC that has a 5 and 3.35 output. And that's it. The rest is to mount it on the PC. We connect the monitor screen to its board, and then we hide the board somewhere in the monitor, and then we hide the board somewhere in the cabinet where it can't be seen. You can do it however you want. I stuck the monitor to the glass using double-sided tape, and it really turned out perfect. To make the truth look good and see the entire inside of your PC, your cabinet needs to be very well lit. I filled my entire cabinet with a 2,835 LED strip with 240 LEDs per meter, meaning one LED is literally stuck next to the other. I put it in all possible places without it looking bad, meaning that they can be seen from the outside. You can even use an LED diffuser to make it look a bit neater, like the ones used in kitchens. And this LED strip works at 12 volts, so you can also plug it into the Molex connector of your power supply. To finish, once you see that the monitors turn on and work, you obviously need to give them an image. One option is to use a mini PC for this, but I think the best thing is to use your own computer. I connected the two monitors to my video card, and so now the computer detects that I have 3 monitors. Simply on the other 2 monitors, that is, the ones inside the cabinet, what I did was hide the taskbar. And to put animations, I used the Wallpaper Engine program that is on Steam. It has a vast database of animations and lets you customize each monitor individually, making it perfect for me. Note that this consumes PC resources, and the LEDs use a considerable amount of light. If your PC isn't powerful, it might run slower. Consider everything before doing it, but the truth is it looks great. I'll leave some cool animations I found and tested in the description. The black and white ones look best due to contrast, but many color ones also look great. I even added a rain one I love, but it can give you a mini heart attack if you glance at it. Dare to do it because the result is fantastic. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.